test Crud. First of all, we have to give the name to the project test Crud, then create MVC create. So project is created. First of all, we have to go to this controller and delete this home controller. Okay. Then we have to go to the view and delete this home view. So first of all, we have to add a class in the model. So we are going to perform the CRUD operation for the employee table. So we have to give the name as an employee class as a model class. The class is created, then we have to take the property in it. First property is ID. Second property will be the name. Third property will be the gender. Fourth property will be the salary. One more property we have to take that. We have to take department name. Then we have to make this key as a primary key, ID as a primary key. Then we have to go to this and we have to use this display. We have to write the department name so that the name will be shown like this. Control Shift build. So build is succeeded. Now we have to go to the app start, go to the route and make it as an employee controller, because later we will take the controller on the name of employee. Then we have to add a folder in the project, new folder. We can call this folder to entity framework EF. In this folder we have to create class which is nothing but a employee context. Add it. Then we have to inherit dv context. Context control dot. We have to install entity framework via this. For this, please make sure that your net is connected to your PC. Click on OK. I think my net connection is gone. I have to connect it once again. So connect automatically and connect. So once the net connected, then we have to click on it, control dot, install entity framework latest version. As you see in the references, entity framework is installed. So installing entity framework 6.4.4 completed. Then we have to create a constructor in it. and we have to inherit a base in it. We can give the name to the base as a employee. This is required for creating the connection string. So one more thing, we have to take db set in it. So db set name it as a employee, and here we have to take employees control dot by using this namespace. So this employee context is ready. Now we have to go to the view and server explorer. In data connection we have to add connection, then we have to type dot, then we have to select or create a database inside the SQL server. So we can name it as a test Crud. So go to the advanced, copy this connection string, cancel it, also cancel it. Then go to the web config, then make the connection string, then we have to add in the connection string, add. So we have already copied that connection string name. We have to just paste here by Control V, and we are already taken the name of this as an employee, and now we have to add the provider name. So provider name is nothing but system dot data dot SQL client. Check it once, system dot data dot SQL client. So Control Shift build. So our connection string is also ready. Now we have to create a controller. Go to the controller, add controller, take the controller as an empty controller, add it, name it as a employee, and add it. So it takes some time to create a controller. Yes, it is created. So we are having action result as an index. Here we have to create one object of employee context as a db equal to new employee context. Then we have to take a variable data inside the index, and we have to use this db dot employees dot to list the data in the view of index. We have to pass here data, and now actually this is yeah. Now we have to add the view to the index. So in this we have to select this list because we are going to show the list in the index, and this and this add. So as you see, the view is created. We have to build the project, Control Shift build. Then we have to run the project in Google Chrome. So we can see whether the first page is created or not. As you see, the first page is created. If you click on this create new, you find that it shows that we have to take a action method inside employee controller as a create. So go to the employee controller and then we have to copy this, paste it, then we have to take it as a create, and we have to remove this, also remove this. So this is a action result, empty action result for create. In this we have to add the view. Stop the project, then add the view, add. In this we have to choose this create, then we have to select this employee, then we have to add the view as a create. So this is the view created for the create, and now we have to take the post method as well for the create. So we have to copy this and we have to paste it, and above it we have to write http post. Then here we have to pass employee and one object employee. In this the data will store, so we have to take db dot employees, add employees, and yeah, after adding the employee we have to make sure the changes are saved. So we are using that save changes, and after saving the changes we have to write here return redirect to action to index. Means after creating the data, this list has to go to the index. Control shift build, run the project once again. It takes some time. So if you click on create new, you found that you can create the data. Your email salary can be 25,000. Department name can be computer. Create the data. So you can see that data is created. You can create more data. Salary is department IT. Then more data. Then we have to take more data because we needed it to show after performing all the operation. So these are the data. If we click on the edit button, so we will found that we have to create one more action method as a edit in the employee controller with id 1. So we have to go to the employee controller, and we have to copy this, and then we have to paste it, and here we have to write that edit, and yes, as we seen that we have to pass an id, so we have to take the id here, and we have to take a variable in it as a data. So here you can use this db.employees dot single, so that the single record can be filled, and here we have to use that lambda expression. So here we have to write that x such that x id is equal to this id. If this id is equal to this id, then we have to show the view by using this data. So we have to pass this into this, and then we have to add a, first of all we have to close the project, then we have to add a view for the edit. So we are going to add edit. Here we have to select edit, here we have to select this employee crud, then we have to add the view by using edit. The view is already added. As we seen that in the project we have to make the post method as well, so here we are going to make the post method as well in order to reduce the time. So we have to copy this and then we have to paste it on above. We have to write that http post, then we have to take here employee, and yes, employee. Then after that we have to delete this variable and we have to take here employee. If this id in the employee is equal to this id, then we have to check data dot name is equal to employee dot name, also data dot salary is equal to employee dot salary, also data dot gender is equal to employee dot gender, also we have to check data dot department name is equal to employee dot department name. And yes, after that we have to save all the changes. So we are going to save all changes by using this save changes, and then after applying the changes successfully we have to redirect this to the index view, that is our list on the page. So after this control shift build we have to run this and let's see. If the edit work has been completed or not. So if we are going to do the edit for this, I have to make this salary as a 65,000 and department name as a EXTC. We have to apply this change. Then we can see that the change is applied here in the table also. So edit work has been done. Now we have to go to the delete. After clicking to the delete, we have seen that we have to make one more action method with ID inside the employee controller. So first of all we have to go to the employee controller, then we have to copy this edit action method and then we have to paste it here. Here we have to make this as a delete, then we have to delete, then we have to check the id is equal to id, that is we have to take the same. And one more thing, we have to close the project and then we have to add the view for the delete. So here we have to select the delete template, here we have to select the employee test CRUD modules and then we have to add the delete template. So it takes some time. So view for the delete already has been created. One more thing, we know that after deleting the data we have to update the table and show it once again on the UI side. So we have to create the post method of delete as well. For that we have to copy this, paste, and then we have to write http post just above the delete method, and then we have to take here employee. In this we have to take this employee and here we have to replace the variable from employee. And yes, after that keep checking that this id is equal to this id or not. If it is equal, then we have to write db dot employees dot remove data, and after removing data we have to save the data. So db dot save changes, and after applying the save changes we have to return redirect to action to the index. So after deleting the data we have to update the UI side, and it will go to the index. So yes, the work has been done. Let control shift build and run the project and see what happens. So run the project. It takes some time to show the data. So if you see that if I click on this delete, shows that are you sure you want to delete this? If I click on delete, then it is deleted from the record. And now we have to click on it. We found that we have to make an action method inside the employee controller for details also. So let's go to the controller. Here we have to copy this action method, and then we have to paste here, and here we have to change the name. Here we have to change the name as a details, and here we have to stop the project, and then we have to add the view. Here we have to add the details view, and here we have to take this employee test CRUD models. Then we have to add this, and after adding that you have to control shift build the project, and you have to run this project. So you see that in the URL it is directly going from employee to the details. Let's see what shows. So it shows that the error. So here we have to go first details, and then I have to go to the controller, and here I have to check the data. Okay, we have to build it again, and from index I have to run the project once again. So you can see that here are, if you click on the details it's also working, it's showing the detail. If you click on the back to the list, it goes to the back to the list. If we click on the edit, it allows us to edit the data. If I want to make some changes in it, so I can easily do it. And yeah, we can also delete the data using this delete button. If I want to delete this part from the list, so I have to click on this and then it is deleted. So it is all about the CRUD operation using entity framework. It's a very easy method to implement. If you like this content, kindly like the video and subscribe the channel.